Hello, Mike Nolte here. I'm a SOLIDWORKS Elite Application Engineer with GoEngineer. Alright, for today's topic, we're going to go over how to create a settings-only PDM test vault. The advantage of this method is we don't need to get onto the PDM server, and it does work for PDM Professional or also PDM Standard. So to get started, we're going to go and open up the administration program. So we'll go to the Windows Start menu. We'll go down to the SOLIDWORKS PDM folder, and we'll go and open up the administration program there. So we'll go and get that opened up. We'll go and full screen this. And as far as items, they can kind of be done in different orders. I tend to like to get into the existing production vault, make a settings backup file first, and also check the date format, and then go and create the test vault. But you could create your backup of your settings here after you've got your test vault. So process isn't real specific as far as the order goes. So I'll go and get logged into my production vault here. We'll go and check that date format here by doing a right click over the production vault and pull the properties for it. And then there's the date format. So it looks like we're using year, month, and day. And the reason we need to make a mental note of that is because when we go to create our new test vault, it has to match the date format for the settings to import over correctly. Alright, so let's go and get our export here. So I'll go and do a right click over the production vault. I'll go and do a export in the right click menu. So this is an export of everything that is actually part of the production vault. So as far as workflows, card files, templates, any of that type of stuff are actually stored in this file. So we're going to save that out. So I'll come up to the upper left-hand corner here and hit the little floppy disk icon. And I'll go and save it onto my desktop. I'll usually kind of mention that it's a full export and maybe the vault that I'm exporting it from. So production vault. I'll just go and say full. Might also even put the date and time on there as well too. So I'll go and save that out. And I can go and close it at this point until we go through and get our test vault created. So to create the test vault, I'm going to come up to the server name. I'm going to do a right click and create new vault. And when I do create new vault, it opens up with this little wizard, and we'll just walk through the screens here to create our new vault. If your production vault is a PDM Professional vault, we'll make a test vault that is also PDM Professional. Likewise, if it was a PDM Standard, we want to match that when we create our test vault. So we'll go and hit next. We'll go and give it a name. So we'll go and call this one test vault. And then I'll also use that for the description as well too. We'll go next. On this screen, for the most part, the default can be used for the archive folder location. Most companies only have a single location there. So we'll go and go next. On the next screen, this is where it's asking for where the SQL database server is at. A lot of the times that's on the same PDM server that you're using, but we're going to go and get that selected from the list here. Keep in mind you may have to enter in a SQL SA or DB owner username and password before you can proceed past this screen. And you might have to get that from IT potentially. So we'll go and go next. This will be your license manager. For the most part, you shouldn't have to change anything in here. Alright, so we'll go and go next again here past this screen. There's that date format. So again, our production vault was year, month, day, so we're matching that for this test vault. We'll go next. I'm going to remove the default admin password and I'll go and put my own in there just so I know what it is. You should probably share that with management and IT just so if they need to get into this test vault they can get into that as well. We'll go next again. And then on the configuration page, we're going to go with an empty vault because we don't want any of the predefined settings to be there in the vault prior to us bringing in our export from our production vault. So we'll leave that as empty. We'll go next again, and then we'll go and let it finish and create the test vault. So this is going to be an empty vault. There's not going to be any files. There's not going to be, there may be some folders, depending on if you have some file templates, so PDM file templates, those may get imported in. But for the most part, it's going to be a completely empty vault. Alright, so it was successful. We'll go and close out of the wizard. Our test vault now shows up in our server tree there. We'll go and do a right click and we'll go and create a new local vault view. So this is kind of a key item that you want to do before you import your settings. So make sure you create that local view. Okay, we'll go and give it the admin login and the admin password. Pick a location, so I'm just going to go on the root of the C drive, and I am going to allow all Windows accounts to be able to use that same vault view. So I'll go and say yes here. Give it a moment for user access control to pop up. Okay, so yes to user access control or account control. And a moment longer here, and we'll actually get the login info to the vault view itself. Okay, so there's our new vault view, completely empty. Sometimes these tabs can be pushed up all the way up to the top, so we'll go and bring those down if need be. And then from here, we're ready to import our settings from our desktop that we saved out into our test vault. So we can either access it from our recently used, or you could also go to the file, open, and open the CEX file, and that's our settings file that we exported out from the desktop there. So once that's opened up, it's actually quite easy to bring either individual items, so I could grab just a single item, drag that in. It doesn't have to be specifically over the area that it needs to be applied to. It will find its way into the appropriate location. So there's the one that I just dragged in. Or if you want a complete settings, we'll go and grab the top of the window here, so the production vault full export there, and I'll just drop that onto the top of my test vault. It will ask you to replace some duplicate items, so I'll go and say yes to all. We'll let that finish. And once the little wheel finishes, or the hourglass, we can go and close out of the separate window. So now we have all of our workflows. If we had multiple workflows, if we have multiple users, also our CAD file cards, those are also there as well. So now I can use this as a test environment for making changes prior to making those same changes to my production vault. So that's the end of this segment. I'll go and close out the administration program and let you get back to the rest of your day. Thanks. Have a good one.